South Bend Cubs are swinging for a knockout season opener.
They know what they have to do now. They just have to get it done.
Get it done. It's the South Bend Cubs' first game, and their goal, bring home a win. How record ticket sales could pump the team up for a successful season. And having a game plan is key when bad weather strikes. How Four Winds Field is covering their bases to keep you safe.
Good morning, Michiana. I'm Drew Gardner, live inside the control room here at Four Winds Field. Marissa Khrystene and Greg Bobus standing by back in the studio. We have all of your season opener coverage for the inaugural season of the South Bend Cubs. We are live from Four Winds Field all morning long, taking you in places that you normally don't see and giving you full coverage of this day the best that we can and the only way we know how to, and that's giving you access to everything. So stick with us. But one of the things we're watching closely is our forecast today and whether it's going to hold out. Let's send it back in the studio now for a look at that, guys. That's
right. We're going to tell you all about the game and what you need to know. Good morning, Michiana. I'm Marissa Khrystene, filling in for Emily Evans.
And I'm Greg Bobus.
Well, this morning, ABC 57 News continues our team coverage live from Four Winds Field, but we first want to start with a check of the weather. And again, it could impact tonight's game.
Yeah, there's a chance it could. I mean, we have to kind of rewind a little bit before we can fast forward to kind of set the stage for what we can expect. Temperatures right now are in the mid-40s, upper 40s in some spots. Take a look, 48 degrees in Elkhart, 50 in Niles, 54 in Stevensville, and 50 in St. Joseph. 49 in Plymouth, 51 in Argus. Now, we had a line of showers and storms pass through after midnight that were, as I was out of here by about 2:30 in the morning, it may have woken you up. We had a lot of lightning, some heavy thunder, some small hail. Look at the left side of your screen. We have another line of showers and storms tracking toward us as we speak. We'll keep our eye on these throughout the morning. It will overspread across Michiana, and we're not done after that. We have a chance for some isolated activity this afternoon, and there could be some showers and storms during the game tonight. So we've got a lot to focus on, and we'll touch base on all of it coming up in the full forecast. But first, well, Drew, you're right in the thick of it, and you've seen some really cool things that have been going out there, and a lot of rain has come down overnight. How are things looking out there out at Four Winds Field?
Well, Greg, the tarp is still on the field, but we're inside right now in the control room. We're going to give you a look at that here in just a moment, but we do want to send things first to weather specialist Shay Sorensen. She has been in touch with the people here at Four Winds Field to talk about what happens if severe weather does come through during the game. Of course, everyone wants to be prepared, so we're going to send it out to Shay right now. Good morning, Shay.
Good morning, Drew. Well, officials here at Four Winds Field are keeping a close eye on that system. Of course, we are as well, and there's plenty of plans set in place for safety precautions if there is severe weather, thunder, lightning, or rain. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty. If it starts to thunder and lightning, officials will pause the game for at least a half hour after the last strike of lightning. Fans can stay at the field under the concourses. If it gets more severe than that, the plan is to move fans closer to the bathrooms to make sure everyone is safe. Now, if it is just raining during the game, fans can take shelter again under the concourses. And even if there is a lot of rain, it shouldn't have a major effect, on the field.
We've been covering the field nonstop. When we leave here at night, the field's been covered. So the field itself has not taken on any water, at least the infield wise.
And if you do plan on coming down to the game later on for opening day, be sure to first of all bring your umbrella and also download the First Warning Neighborhood Weather app to stay ahead of the storm. Now let's go ahead and toss things over to ABC 57's Rosie Woods.
Hey, Shay, thanks so much. Well, the South Bend Cubs, they spent a lot of money in the offseason revamping this field, and with today's rain, it seems like it was a really good investment.
When we put this field in for the drainage, what they did is literally underneath the sod is 7.5 inches of sand. So it'll drain extremely well. And that's the biggest thing for us is when we wanted to put it in, we wanted to go with the best of the best. So this is the same drainage system what they have at US Cellular, what they have at Wrigley Field. So we're easily able to handle a massive amount of rain, and within a 15-20 minute period, we'll be able to play.
No need to worry, folks. The new grass field is engineered to make the field playable when Mother Nature interrupts game time.
The main issue why they use sand, back in the old days they used to use more of a dirt base. But with the sand, it literally is, it's almost like if it would rain at the beach. You see how quickly the water is absorbed through the sand. That's the very same process here. My understanding is we could take a microburst, which is something like 20,000 gallons of water, and within 20 minutes, the field is drained. Obviously it's up to us to be smart enough to put the tarp on the field to cover the dirt, because for that you truly need the tarp. But the actual grass itself, it'll drain extremely quickly.
And for fans, this new facility offers lots of options while you wait for the rain to clear up.
Obviously they can go up on the concourse, they can go out to the team store. We got the new performance center that's going to be open, so if nothing else, they'll be able to go in there and hit balls. They'll be able to go up to the mezzanine level. So there's different places now that people can go in the event of extreme weather. So, it's going to be one of those things that we just got to monitor throughout the course of the day, and we just need Greg Bobus and crew to come through and help us out and give us a little window.
And if you're one of those fans that is planning to head down to Four Winds Field today, and you're a little bit
All right, that was our Rosie Woods reporting, and now we are inside the control room, and they've spent thousands of dollars here in this control room to get it upgraded and add some new exciting things. And Chris is kind of one of the guys who's behind controlling all this. He's going to give us a little tour. Tell us about some of the additions and the upgrades that have come in here to the control room.
Well, last season we were standard definition. The biggest upgrade for us, the fact that we're high definition now, so we're one of the only few teams in minor league baseball that can say we truly have a high definition broadcast. My broadcasts were streamed for the first time this year to MILB.TV, so fans can watch all of our home games online. But right here, this is the headquarters of all of it for the in-park as well as outside. And you can see right behind me here, we have our master control switcher. This is where everything goes out to the rest of the world, goes to the video board, cameras, mix in, replays, all that great stuff. And then to my right, we then have, of course, the video board controller. That goes out to our main video board. We have Twitter monitoring this year. You can tweet to the screen this year. It's brand new. Hopefully fans will get a chance to utilize it. Use the hashtag SBCubs. To the left of that, my left, we then have the audio controller that controls all the sound effects that you see. And next to him is our PA announcer. So all the stuff, all the processing, the bells and whistles, all that goes into here. Over $200,000 was spent to have an HD upgrade.
All right, a lot of good stuff. And you know what? This all controls also that Jumbotron that you see out there on the field. And you're going to see some of our first warning forecasts play through that. So you'll be seeing Tom, Greg, Shay, Jackie, the whole crew giving you your forecast when you're down here at the field. So that's another great addition. So a lot of good stuff happening here inside this control room. They're going to be busy this year for sure. And you know, they're also going to be busy throughout this entire park with fans filing in this year. Attendance has really spiked. And you know, when you have an affiliation change, there can be things going one of two ways. Either it has no effect or it has a big effect. And with this one, it has been a big effect for sure. You may remember back in 1989, South Bend's local minor league team was affiliated with the Chicago Cubs rival, the White Sox. Well, the White Sox partnership lasted until 1996, and during those 7 years, more than 200,000 fans turned out for the games. The 96 season actually surpassed that with more than 214,000 fans buying tickets that year. But 1997 brought a big change. The Arizona Diamondbacks laid their claim to South Bend baseball, and fans didn't show up when it came time for that first pitch. Attendance numbers dropped below 200,000 that season and have not consistently been higher than that ever since. Attendance did climb to more than 261,000 for the 2014 season. So could momentum carry into the South Bend era? Well, team president Joe Hart says it has. He believes having the historic Chi-Town Club's presence in Michiana should bolster fan attendance.
Our season ticket sales numbers are up 73% over last year. And then our merchandise sales. I mean, our South Bend Cubs merchandise is selling all over. I mean, you know, we're up 850% over last year.
On Wednesday, March 11th, the South Bend Cubs set a single-day tickets sales records and sold 9 times as many tickets on that first day compared to last year. So you can already see the effects have been felt here. And in fact, there's only a few lawn seats left for today's game. So if you want to snatch those up, you better definitely act quickly. But for those of us who are going to be down here for the opening day and the first pitch. We're going to be seeing a really kind of a legend in baseball, and his name is Theo Epstein. And to talk more about him, we are going to go to Emily Kinzer, also live here at Four Winds Field with more on that historic first pitch. Emily?
Hey, Drew. Yeah, the first pitch is an exciting moment for baseball fans, and tonight Theo Epstein will be throwing out the first pitch just like you said, and he's a big name in baseball, and here's why.
It's our first day as a Chicago Cubs affiliate.
And it's the first pitch that fans are waiting for.
It's always one of the ceremonial things. I mean, that's one of the things that kicks off. And
Theo Epstein will be throwing out the first pitch of the night. Having him here means showing support between the partnership of the South Bend and Chicago Cubs.
to have Theo here, he's a baseball guy, so I know the fans are excited about it too. I mean, this is a guy that's the president of baseball operations for the Chicago Cubs, and to have him here is pretty special.
Epstein is a big name in baseball. He was the youngest GM in Major League Baseball history when the Boston Red Sox hired him in 2002. Since then, he's led the team to many championships. So having him in Michiana for opening day is exciting for the team and the fans.
Opening day is going to be a great event for us.
Even though Theo's had plenty of practice when it comes to throwing strikes, president of the South Bend Cubs has his own advice for the first pitch.
Don't bounce it.
And he's seen some pretty interesting first pitches throughout the years.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen is I actually saw somebody throw the first pitch and they actually tripped and literally rolled down the mound.
And the South Bend Cubs president says that Theo's the biggest name that they've had here in many, many years. Now, coming up tonight on our 90 Minutes of News, we'll have Theo on air. Drew, back to you.
All right, Emily, definitely looking forward to that. We have so much coverage tonight during our 90 Minutes of News, so you definitely want to tune in for that. The whole gang is going to be down here broadcasting from the field, and we are going to be remaining here on the field for the rest of the CW25, taking you back inside many other places here at the field. But for now, that is it from inside the control room. We're going to move to our next spot, so we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Well, fire crews are investigating a fire at a South Bend warehouse. It happened in the 1800 block of North Bendix Drive. When we got there, we couldn't see flames, but we did see smoke. We were able to get these photos of fire crews working to put it out. Stay with ABC 57 News as we continue to follow the latest developments on this fire. Well, tough news for the Notre Dame basketball team and Fighting Irish fans. The women's basketball junior guard Jewel Lloyd announced she's foregoing her senior year with the Fighting Irish and placing her name under consideration for the WNBA draft. Lloyd is projected to be among the top 3 selections in this year's draft, which will be held next Thursday.
Away from my kids. But that he's a drunk. Now tell the truth on that.
A pretrial hearing on Wednesday erupted with emotion in the case of a mother accused of killing 2 of her children and putting them in a freezer. 35-year-old Michelle Blair could be heard lashing out at one of the children's father, and then things got so out of hand she had to be escorted out of the courtroom. The state of Michigan was attempting to terminate Blair's parental rights to the 2 surviving children, ages 8 and 17. Those children have been placed in protective custody. A Michigan university is under fire after deciding not to show a film after some students protested. Well, now many are saying the school is promoting censorship and wants the movie to be shown. Plus, a former Ferguson City Court clerk is speaking out, saying she was unfairly terminated, what she claims really happened.